Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday. Markets are closed. Go over what happened Friday with our first day of testing. We had a successful test. Blackbird froze up once, and I was able to hit F5 and it restarted right away. So minimal inconvenience with that. So Blackbird is still buggy. I would not trade that in my live account yet. Keep monitoring their website for updates on their progress of getting all the bugs out, but it was stable. It executed my signals correctly, right on the signal, and we were able to, participate with this template quite well using the high-low 2 and the BBA1. So I had two different templates going and was able to take the pullbacks on the high-low 2 and the trend direction on the BBA1. So I would say that the first day was a success. I'd like to point out a couple of things very quickly regarding the template for you. When we're in an uptrend and the market is moving, out, up and out, that's what this upper one long is for, then you want to be able to come in on a bar close false signal and execute a trade on the JATS LRT lines at a specific location. So when you're in a template that you're moving long, the best location is to buy low. So the lower one band or the LR1 and or an inflection here at the upper one. And so those are three great locations to trade out of. Yesterday was such a hard day because the ETH session template, that's what this is, the ETH, or use instrument settings in your data series, that's what this defaults to, was opposite of the RTH session template. So if you like to trade the RTH session template, you would have been trading short on Friday. And unfortunately, we want to wait for opportunities that trade both together. So my upper one long got no signals at all on Friday. You can see that we should not have been trading long at all. And what we want to do is wait for the RTH session to be going in that direction with the ETH session. So please wait for your RTH template specifically to be going in that direction with slope, and we will have more success. So Friday, if you had trouble trading that pop and got caught on that failure, it was because this RTH session slope was short. And again, you would want to be trading short. Some other things real quickly, we're going to pay attention to the economic data a lot. Part of the magic of trading futures is working with economic data. Friday's unemployment report, or non-farm payroll report, excuse me, was a very good number. But if you go inside the report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you will notice that there was a little bit of that January seasonality adjustment, as well as establishment survey data revisions from November and December. So November and December lost 70,000. And I'm wondering if that 140,000 is what ended up in the January, is what I suspect happened. And that would put us, it would have put us exactly where they were expecting it to be versus what we got, or very closely. So you see what I'm saying? They were expecting 165, we got 304, and something like that. So be hesitant to get too excited about this. We probably will have a big miss next month's report, is what I'm guessing. But and that definitely, I think, was portrayed in this RTH session template. They did not get that excited. Otherwise, this market would have ripped on that number if there had not been those changes to the data. So the government economists were tweaking the data, and that's why the market didn't rip. But we want to be not paying attention so much to the key indicators anymore, as much as we want to be trading the price pressure data. So we want consumer price index, producer price index, employment cost index, all of these data we need to be intimately aware, and also the FOMC statements for inflation. Any sign of inflation will send this market reeling. Otherwise, I think it's just going to be sort of flatten up, right? It really should like hold the water, but maybe dip up. It'll probably just be like a choppy wave. So be careful. Other reports that we can watch. Of course, I like the ISM manufacturing report. They've got this down as number 2. I rank it, the ISM report, as number 1. I flip my 1 and 2. Both the bond market and the stock market, they love this ISM number. But we'll be watching all of our key economic indicators, that top 10 especially, in the trade room, and be aware that the moves happen when there's a big change in circumstance. So we're not looking for status quo, we're looking for change. And that's reason, again, that I think that we did not rip on that 300 non-farm payroll Friday, is because there really wasn't a change. There was only a change in the way that they adjusted. They were, tweaking the numbers. So the change was to their assumptions. It wasn't really bodies and, behind keyboards or something or whatever, All right, y'all have a great weekend. I've got to give a big shout out to the New England Patriots. Brady is a GOAT, greatest athlete of all time. See ya. Y'all have a great weekend. Go Tom.